Right. So continuing here, you want to, within the discussion board, you want to try to create a dialogue or a discussion with a smaller group. So I've put together groups, and I've given you topics to work with. Each group has been given a topic to work with, and I've put people together in groups, um, based on what I saw in the first discussion board. Okay, so the first discussion board was good. Uh, so I'm just there's really not a lot that I need to do to add there. You guys just need to start talking to each other and developing your own ideas, and um, taking a stance, making an argument. Okay, so using Nietzsche's text in order to develop your own ideas about the things that he's talking about. And, take Nietzsche on. I think we need to challenge him more. All the writers and all the texts that we read need to be challenged. So it's not just, agreeing, nodding your head, and then moving on, or describing things that you read, or disagreeing and then just throwing, everything out the window, right? It's got to be a very engaged agreement or disagreement. It's got to be something where you develop your own ideas, okay, through the text, through the categories, right? That's what we're here to do in this class, to generate critical thinking. Okay, so again, so you're doing this dialogic discussion board here where you have three moments, right? And I broke it up through the language of the dialectic: thesis, antithesis, and synthesis. This is just sort of a guiding mechanism for you. You're basically, excuse me, replying to the people in your group and trying to grow ideas, okay, and develop your critical language. So these are the groups. So the first group here, so when you get together, you might want to introduce yourself again, let people know who you are, and then get to your discussion, right? So you can see here that for each group, I've given sort of keywords. So after reading through your discussion boards and then going back to the Nietzsche text, this is sort of my lecture notes, okay, or what I like to call reading apps. So, I don't want to get too much in your way in terms of your discussion. So these are just sort of, sort of Pirates of the Caribbean sort of guidelines. They're not laws or, real lecture principles, okay? So I've given you a few things to think about, or given each group a few things to think about.